Objection! Detective Kimchi, about this right here. Not that, I want to show him something else. Or not. Okay. Back to the basement. You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. But the only problem is, with all this reflecting, where is the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting is a bit overrated, you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any info on that buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects about as much as a piece of black carpeting. So what about this? Huh? You shouldn't have a love letter for me. No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter. What? How do you know about that, Maya? Huh? How much is Alexis demanding this time? Who's Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday too? I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, no. Can I show it to you now? Nope. About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot, too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Rhonda Light anyway? Well, Mr. Light used to work at KB Security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it! Maybe that's the same reason he's been blackmailed. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, all right. I don't know what to do. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh, yeah. That victim in the case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. There we go. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had a chance to learn a lot of secrets during this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put it this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You ain't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff during his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah, oh, and KB Security used to head security operations against Mask to Mask. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Nope, not yet. Still more, huh? Yeah, just be shifty, that's how you get rich. I feel like I've done everything and I'm not getting anywhere. Nothing in here is what I haven't done. Oh, I know him. I'm just gonna do shit now. Oh, I know him. This is Ronnie's boss and CEO guy. Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams. That was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Bullard himself? Even if he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it? Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would. Oh, oh, Ronnie, sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses in other people's business. Alright. You shouldn't know about it. You shouldn't know about blackmail. It's Ronnie's wallet. So it's true then he must have dropped it at the crime scene. Oh, I know what that is. That's one of those K cards at Ronnie's company. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've seen one. That's probably because Ron doesn't work there anymore. You must be really good at the secret iron back. You bet! But there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn at the poster. But the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to. Guess I did need to do this. Oh, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name to I am. The repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls, but still, I don't remember ever seeing any pink splotches on it. Is it possible the urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about it once she gets back to the Karain village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Karain village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Karain village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to the channeling dojo just to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village happened because the power of a channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Karain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, a spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Yeah, but she didn't do it. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being Master of Crime is going to be a heavy responsibility. Apparently that's all it took. 13:10. Mr. Wright. Mr. Delight? Did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... on the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lord Lee Taylor department store. A blackmail letter, you got summoned you to KB Security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Oh, okay. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are mask to mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me more. Tell me about it. To be honest, I'm starting to get irritated. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Yeah, okay, Grace left. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask to Mask in this photo, it's gotta be a Detective Atmay. So that night, you didn't go to Lord Lee Taylor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time with the blackmail notes that I should. Oh, right. What happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the key card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? And suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam. Was it Kane Bullard that did you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there, for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden, Mr. Delight kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit the KB Security? How did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Thank goodness. No, I am. But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief, she'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So I became mask to mask for Desiree, huh? The buzzer went off just once around the time that Bullard was killed. Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry. I'm afraid I don't. Well, I'm not surprised by how clueless he is anymore. This list, we found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Mask to Mask stole. And that's the value of each item listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The number seems a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows that about that stuff because he used to be a security guard. The emergency buzzer for the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes a terrible racket. Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise. Does this buzzer have something to do with the case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, there were no prints on it or anything else for that matter. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome! Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo? Is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could see through that in a heartbeat. About first heist. Guard in photo's wrong. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the mask disguise? That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yeah, it took quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. But blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Amon heist. The first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know? I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all the trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about being worried, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Plans. Oh, right there. What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron Delight was Master Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts, someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans, too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes? But please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mystic Maya! Hey! Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Kurine Village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Phew! That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We've got to find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we got to find out how they got there. Okay, we'll find out how they got there. But please don't forget about me. Okay, now we go